The Sixth Ship by Stephen Alexander. Copyright 2020, Stephen Alexander writing. All rights reserved. To my loving wife and friends and all those who assisted me on this journey of writing, and especially to all my fans/haters, whom without your mail and constant insults I would feel alone on this journey. If you'd like to read more of my works, please visit https://www.stephenalexanderwriting.net. Prologue. Interstellar space, 11 light-years from Earth, Cygnus constellation, 2200 CE. The space probe, long ignored by its creators, continued its long stellar observation of a seemingly quiet area of the galaxy. Only one intelligent species formed in this stellar neighborhood. The species that made this probe came from much farther away, replete with curiosity as to how local civilizations would respond to the crisis affecting them. Observations was all the probe's makers could do for them. They were too far away to arrive in time to make any sort of rescue. This lonely sector's inhabitants were on their own. The space probe had long since sent word to its masters that the inhabitants of the life-bearing planet around a yellow sun had taken action. The probes noticed the departure of ships, great colony ships the inhabitants called Great Journeys, and one was going to pass right by it, just as its creators surmised. The probes aligned itself to take scans of the approaching Great Journey. This ship had taken a far different course than the other ships. It was heading to Kepler 186, a world 561 light-years from Earth. The probe determined the direction based on transmissions sent from the Earth, as well as what inhabited planets were in the direction of Cygnus. It knew where it was going, how close the speed of light it was accelerating, how fast the probe had to rotate to catch even a glimpse of the speeding object. The amount of time it had to record scans was barely in the seconds, since the ship was moving at 35% of the speed of light. Just a second after the Great Journey had passed the probe noticed a strange gravitational anomaly form a light minute away, in front of the speeding Earth object. It scanned the area and noticed the ship was gone as well. No debris, nothing. It sent back the data, along with the image of some artwork adorning the ship. The artwork neatly resembled one of the Earth's continents, one with many great deserts. It also made note of the gravitational anomaly and the disappearance of the Great Journey, barely a light minute from the probe's position. A day later, the probe's steadfast AI was startled by the sudden appearance of military and science spaceships from its makers. Their appearance was something the AI could never expect would occur in its 100 years of operation. Also unexpected was the hail it received. The following conversation has been translated into the closest approximation of English possible for your understanding. Probe, are you functioning within operating parameters? Requested the largest ship in the fleet. By my best estimation, I am, replied the probe. What happened to the ship? That gravitational anomaly that swallowed the ship was not you, master? Why would he ask you if that was us? Sarcastically responded the largest ship. Don't confuse the AI, ordered one of the smaller ships. Probe, did your scans detect any other ships in the vicinity? None, master. Then how did the gravitational anomaly form in the middle of nowhere with any ships around? Asked the largest ship. Perhaps the occupants of the vessel developed wormhole technology? That can't be possible. Why would they travel sublight for so long only to generate a wormhole so far from their planet? Asked the second ship. Then the final possibility is clear, said a third ship. The humans were kidnapped. And with that revelation, the makers of the probe realized the enormity of the threat facing their race, and perhaps the entire galaxy as well. End prologue. Chapter 1. Earth 2087, CE, United Nations Building, October 11, 1:30 p.m. The plaza became an exciting place full of tall, dancing puppets representing famous North American historical figures. Groups holding the puppets paraded around the square, waving them around with intensity as if they were dragon puppets. The crowd around the plaza cheered, their various costume adornments and tools waving about as the historical puppets went by. Who says history can't be fun? At the Harriet Tubman puppet went by, a group of armored police officers walked quickly. The line of people parted. A man wearing a cowboy outfit walked in the middle of them. As he walked by, fans waved and shouted. It was someone they knew. Someone important. Conference room. The wide conference room filled up quickly with men and women, most of whom were wearing party masks. The masked individuals
Sample complete. Ready to continue?